Does an LLC with no income have to file taxes? We're going to get to that answer, but I'm going to break down several things that you have to know as a solopreneur. You will hint, the reason I said that is you shouldn't be a solopreneur. And just if you're a beginning entrepreneur and if you just happen to have no income that day. So we're going to talk about 3 things while we do this. You ready? Get a pen and paper. Does an LLC with no income have to file taxes? So we're going to break this down, and I'm going to start with why you need an LLC, number 1, and activate the greatest tax code. We're going to talk about the tax benefits of having an LLC and then get to that tax filing structure. And then number 3, how to keep it compliant, and worse for you, what happens if you don't file taxes, because it's not going to be good for you. So get a pen and paper. Some of you need this. You've had an LLC. How many of you, put in the comment section right now, have an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp? If you're in another part of the world, I don't care what the name of your company is. In principle, all of this stuff works. So do you have a company, and are you keeping it compliant? Have you filed taxes? Have you actually done your actual filing fees with the state or the country that you're in? All of those things are necessary. So let's begin for why have an LLC in the beginning. Because you got to activate the tax code. So an LLC was minimum. So minimum would be an LLC, maybe an S Corp, C Corp. As you grow, as you become wealthy and a millionaire, you're going to have maybe 3, 5, 6, 10. I know people who have 20, 30. I've had up to 92 companies at one point, all at one time. Reduce that down. You move around if you have partners. That's a bigger conversation, not for you today. Do you need an LLC? Do you want to get rich? Do you want to activate the greatest tax code? Do you want to write things off besides the little tiny Schedule C as a sole proprietor, which gives you 13 to 30 little tiny deductions? Like, you're being broke because you're broke and cheap. Like, I don't know why you enjoy being in that category, and I'm kind of ranting a lot on these things today, because a lot of you say you want to get rich, and what you do does nothing that looks like it. So you're not getting an LLC just because it feels good and you can be an emotional entrepreneur. You want to activate it. So I'm going to give you 2 tickets to our Millionaire Intensive. Even if you've been there before and you've got the recording and the replay, come back. We never teach it the same. It's always being up to date depending on what's going on in the economy. You know, we've been legally in this recession, for example, for about a year. July actually was the official announcement. Nobody's really felt like it or been spending differently. It's coming very soon. This is relevant. You want to be here. So while you are thinking about this, I want you to subscribe to this channel, because this stays as relevant as every 3 weeks when we keep up to date on the Millionaire Intensives and the marketplace. We stay relevant on the most up-to-date market things. So you might have gone to a Millionaire Intensive a year ago, and I can tell you AI wasn't out then. All of the new ways to create content and get up to speed as an entrepreneur faster, it's better. Like, you want to keep coming back. So grab the tickets immediately. And while you're there, I'm going to put another link for you to have an appointment with one of our senior strategists to get incorporated. Need at least a minimum, get an LLC to get this cash machine so you can activate it as a real company. So where you register your LLC matters. There's this thing called point of nexus. So if you are a brick and mortar where you have an office, like we have an office here in Carson City, we have to have not only a company here, we have to have a business license here, you have to have state tax licenses here, all of the accoutrements that come with brick and mortar. If you're just out on the internet and you have a home business, or you're doing direct sales companies, which, by the way, I love direct sales companies. If you're out doing that, putting your LLC or your company in a state that is the most beneficial for taxes is something we're going to talk about. So don't run out to a .com and just click a button and get an LLC in your state, or a company in your state. Might not be the right option. So let's answer the question. If you have no income, well, first of all, let's work on the income. Again, come to the marketplace. But if you have no income, do you have to file taxes? It's an absolute yes. You have to file your state filing fees. You cannot let it go into default. Every year you have a filing fee. Every year, depending on your state, you might have a business license you have to keep up to date. So this isn't just for the light at heart. This is for the serious who really want to do it. It's not that big a deal, though. It's a little bit of money every year. And you know what? You should be making money. The whole intent of this is to make money. So yes, you have to file taxes. There's your bottom line. Let's keep going on. The benefits, though, of having the LLC and what it's going to do when you activate it. So an LLC and an S Corp and a limited partnership, they're what's called pass-through entities, which means you're still going to independently file, independently keep the company up to date, independently have a tax return. All of the totals of that, income or losses, is going to flow through to you, and we'll all file and close business in the United States on December 31st, which is why if you want to save this year, you better be incorporated in this year. If you wait till 2024, you blew it. I don't know how many of our clients did not listen in 2022, came into the beginning of 2023 and said, oh, I need my LLC so I can do my deductions for 22. You blew it. It has to happen during this tax year and not at the final minute. There's more and more days the government's shut down, the IRS is backed up. Because of COVID, there's still months of being backed up by documents. I think some of the states still have a 2 to 3 month lag on getting you the documents you need properly. But why do you want it? You want to activate the greatest tax code because you can't write off things like your wardrobe, this YouTube channel, my vehicle, my phone. Like I, Loral Langemeier, don't have a phone. I didn't have a business to operate in or within. I wouldn't own hardly anything. I would just, So you don't get to do any of these things. The other part is you want to have an integrated team. The reason why a lot of you entrepreneurs come in with a no-income LLC is because you didn't do anything. Somebody told you or you heard you should get it, but you actually didn't have a plan to make any money. So you need to not just be an emotional entrepreneur. I mean, think about being a business owner. How many hours are you open for business? That's one of my favorite new questions. How are you open emotionally once or twice a week when you decide you want to go shoot a video or write an article or do whatever you do? No, you have to be open for business. I mean, can you imagine if you drove through Starbucks or any other like food shop and they weren't open for whatever they said they did, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, because they just didn't feel like doing it? I mean, a business owner's open for business. You better be open 8 to 10 hours a day, or at least feel like it. I'm working with these clients who will not sign up to come to the community. I said, how many hours a week are you open for business? Well, we have full-time jobs. So if I gave you a huge contract, you're going to like what? I mean, some of you think logically about this. If I gave you a big contract and you have a full-time job, are you going to take 2 weeks off and just call in sick the whole time and not get paid there while I pay you to do a job? Because if you're working whenever it's convenient for you, that doesn't work for me. Hence why your business has no income. You're not available to actually perform the work. So some of this is just common sense and logic. My daughter calls it CFS. Common frickin' sense. So just think through, are you really going to be a business owner? You're really intentional about making money. Start with the entity, start with the database. Those are the two systems you have to have. By the way, if you want our marketing system, the database system, go to our link below, askrms.com. Stands for Rapid Marketing Systems. We'll have you up in less than 30 days and moving. And if you do everything I say from the marketplace, you'll be making money. So now we're off to the races. So the benefits are far superior to ever being a sole proprietor. And your LLC can get corporate credit. Another thing not enough people tell you about. So you can have your credit and the LLC's credit. Now you have 2 lines of credit to get more money. And a lot of you just stay a sole proprietor under one, basically your social security number. You blew your credit. Now you have no way to get money. You have to have the LLC or more companies so they can stay healthy if you blew your personal. I can go on and on about it, but let's go to the third point. Before I do that, subscribe to this channel, click that notification button, be here every day. I'm here 5 days a week, not for my health because I have to do it. I have been imparted this amazing knowledge and I love sharing with you. So be out here, get financially literate, watch for our YouTube journal coming soon. We're going to promise it maybe over the holiday. June's my birth month, so maybe we'll put it out over my birth month for you. And because a day is just not long enough to ever celebrate a life. So what happens if you don't file? Well, we meet a lot of people who not only don't file, they don't keep their state filing fees up or their licenses up. Sometimes it's cheap in your state to actually reactivate them. Sometimes if you've done that long enough, you need to kill it all, shut it all down, and start over fresh. So again, get serious about your intentions, your actions. If you would like a strategy session with one of our people to talk about whether and what entity you need, so you actually talk to a human, not just click some boxes on a .com, we'll put a link below. So actually go talk to one of our strategists. That is my lead action out of this video. Talk to our strategist, get incorporated, maybe even need a second company. And if you have any questions, go to askloral.com. Ask me any question, make a request. We're there 24/7. Talk to you tomorrow.